showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here for the Great Wall of Comics. And with me on this Slabber Day, just like every other Slabber Day, it's Chris. Oh, he didn't come in. I said it's Chris, damn it. There you are.
Okay, I'm here now. Hello.
I don't know why he didn't come in when I hit add to the screen. You just like stayed back. It's like, you're all, no, it's nice and warm back here. I'm going to stay back here.
It's warm. Yeah.
Is it
It's
cold in Canada today?
Yes. it's always cold in Canada. No, it's not that bad. I think it's 15 degrees Celsius. So that's
you know where it's not cold, I bet. Although it's early in the morning, but it still may not be cold. Is Australia.
Yeah.
Dave, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
How's the weather been?
Getting cold.
But define cold for Australia.
Well, I'm in Melbourne, so Melbourne does get quite cold. So it never gets to freezing, but it sort of sits around. It can be mid. Well, yeah, it's slightly above freezing at its worst. But it's the rain.
Celsius.
Yeah, it's the rain that gets you.
Are you north or south of 15 degrees Celsius?
South in certain parts of the year.
No. I mean, now, like today's high.
Oh, yesterday was 17. So yeah, it's almost.
Yeah,
fair
enough. That was a good day.
Yeah, that's
fair
not
enough
good at all.
So it's not always hot.
Well, that's great. Happy to have you with us here, Dave. Waking up at, oh my God, I didn't even know there was a time this early in the morning. 4:30 in the morning for you there in Australia. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get to you and your books in just a moment. We're going to get, of course, first we got to play Romper Room because it's YouTube law.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, hello there, 25 Perez through the mail. Happy to have you here with us. Liz Crucius checking in and saying hello. Hooray. Shop for Comics afternoon to everybody in the comic book family. Let's see those slabs. The adventurous Joe jumping in. Guy enters an IHOP, complains about the fresh and fruity, and when someone tells him it's also served with pancakes, he yells, "Shut up, pig dog," and another person yells, "No, it's Slabber Day." All right, sure. PSN Green Hoaxer says, "Happy Slabber Day." I got lost in that one. I didn't know what all that was. Comiverse, afternoon, everybody. He's here for SSA. Say Tito the Alien. Hi, humans. He's come in peace. Legion of Comics starting us off early with that first super chat. Thank you so much there, sir. Let's sling some dollary dues and F cancer. What's poppin', party people, says Meatwad number one. Happy to have you there. Marty Alechko from Canada. Happy Slabber Day. Ronnie Johnston. Wow. Might make a show for a change. We'll miss the beginning, but he'll be right here after his drum lesson. Let's see. The government is here. Cliff on Comics. Woohoo. Marty Alechko drop another one to the cause. F cancer. Thank you so much, sir. This one's for you. Lone Eagle, howdy everyone. Good morning. Nathan's Comics Planet. Hey, all, happy Slabber Day. John's Comics Avalon, sup everyone. Brian LCS checking in. There he is with the Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Mr. Mad Spidey, everybody always expect. And here we go. Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension, checking in from the UK. Taylor Winder saying, America.
It's AAA, and that's a
maybe
Canadian thing.
Maybe. There's Let's see here. Who else we got here? Wayne Deacon checking in, saying hello, everybody. Flash by Night Comics checking in. DVH says, I want to have some of this hot slab action. Thank you very much, sir. Here's one for you.
You know, I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
As you should. Mr. Comics 89 swinging by says, hey, everyone, tomorrow I leave for the overnight stay and I ship out on Monday for basic. Best of luck to you, sir. Good luck. Stay safe. And remember, don't be the best at what you do and don't be the worst at what you do. Just blend in and you'll survive wonderfully. Legion of Comics says, isn't warm Canada an oxymoron? Kind of like Harry Robb. I'm a bear, just saying. Clickman Durr says he's off work in 30 minutes and it'll be the first flea market of the year tomorrow. It's 80 degrees in Ohio. All right. Yeah, I did check. I'm about to head out to Utah and it's going to be upper 80s where we're at. And I said, thank God it's not going to be in the 90s. For you, Chris, that's like upper 20s, like almost 30.
Pardon me, but the rest of the world, it's upper 20s. Yeah.
No, you're the only one who seems to care.
Yeah. Just point that out.
CG, Southern Comic Geek, dropping the Aussie, letting everyone know he wants to be part of this. Oh, that's right. It's time to hide that now. Because that's our secret early giveaway. Mr. Comics 89, the script. I already said, hi, hello, guys. Hello. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody, but I got to be cognizant of time because I actually have an appointment after this. Carlos Velez, hello. Aussie. Dave's not true Australian. I said the words. Come on. Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
I said, even my wife said it before you. Jeez.
Well, yeah, I go with the yeah.
It's 4:30 in the morning. Let's go with that for you.
I'm still waking up.
Yeah, that's right. Not awake yet. I get it.
Cut the man break, yeah.
Hey, I already told him. I said I do a 4:30 morning show.
Exactly.
Comic book countdown checking in. Hello. All right, Cliff on Comics dropping in a super chat. Says right on. Let's go, Dave. Thank you, sir. This one's for you.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No.
Lord helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
Chuck Hensey checking in. Hello. Thanks for joining us here. I don't remember if I said Joe, but Dead Man. Ooh. How you doing there? Aggressively relaxing. Hooray for slabs and stuff. Phil Aileen dropping in saying hello to everyone. Let's see who else we got here. Validus. First time. Thank you very much for joining us today. Appreciate you. Hopefully this won't be your last time. We do actually show some books on the show, just so you know. We'll get there. Trust me. Let's see here. Day of Suspense. Good day, everyone. And John's Comics with Kids. And like that, I think just like that, we've gotten to the end of the chat. If I missed anybody, I deeply apologize. But let's give away our first set of books. We do this every single week. We give away multiple pulls from our pull box, amazing keys, and sometimes keys that make Chris pull his hair out if he had any. Round and around where she goes. Who's going to win? Well,
watch your back.
The computer knows. And our first winner of the day is Bang, Mad Spidey. Oh. Congratulations. It only is fitting that with Aussie, an Aussie wins. It's fair.
Hashtag rigged. Let's go.
I think that's just fair. All right, Chris, you know how it is. Spidey loves Spidey. He loves Marvel. So why don't you pull some indies and DC for him?
Let's go four from the front.
4 from the front. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
7 from the rear.
Yeah. Hold on. I got a chord problem. All right. Okay. 7 from the rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
All right. Let's let it ride. And stop. And those 2 books, Rob. stop in those two books.
Wow, that's an unusual way to. All right, Dave, bonus book. You ready?
Yep. Stop.
Okay, in front or behind?
Front.
All right. Mad Spidey is starting off our winning today. He starts off strong, super strong, with a collector's book if there ever was one, because it's polybagged with a card, baby.
Let's go. Executioner song. Yeah.
You know that's it's good when it's polybagged, baby. I'm gonna save that one. Ooh, God. Wow.
Home runs, Rob. Let's go.
Wow.
Right.
All right, man. Spidey. You got a DC Walmart pack.
That's
Congratulations.
Right.
That's all right.
You got another DC Walmart pack.
That's all right.
Congratulations.
What I'm hearing is
you got different books.
Matt Spidey's getting some free content.
You got a DC Fear State Omega.
All right. You can blame me for that one.
You have, although this one, I know you're not keen on DC. You might want to read this one because it's worth a read, my friend. And that is Gotham by Gaslight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal read. Yeah. Even though you're not a huge DC guy, there you go. But we're gonna make it up to you a little bit with some of that DC war action that you got there. There is an Amazing Spider-Man number 6 here.
Ooh.
I believe this is a Mayhew cover. And then this is the first time I have ever put something like this in the giveaway bin. So congratulations, Mad Spidey. You have a Hulk #1 sketch cover by John Yuan.
Holy cow! That's awesome.
Congratulations, sir. COA on the back. There we go. That's all for the Mad Spidey. All right.
Shout out to Joe and Rich that have joined us.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, let's go ahead and bring Dave to the forefront. Dave, welcome to the show. Would you mind, before we show off your first book, give everybody your comic book origin story? What radioactive koala bit you, or whatever? I don't know.
So my journey starts back when I was, I think about 5 or 6. My dad ran newsagents in the UK. And so that's what got me into comics in the first place, because literally they would be all around. And my first introduction to US comics, because what ended up happening is they'd ship to the UK, and you'd still have Marvel UK books, but you'd still get US copies or pence copies of the US books. And so that's how I got into it. Very, very young. I think my first ever comic book was X-Men 129 off the shelf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe the dates on that are slightly out, but I remember distinctly that was the first US book I ever picked up.
Phenomenal. That's not a bad one to start with.
Yeah.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
And then from that, I went in. I basically collected until my late teens, both the actual Marvel UK books and the US books as well. That we had an LCS, which was a train ride away, but then got out of it in my just before my 20s and sold everything, which to this day was like, oh, why did I do that? And got back into it, I think in 2011, and just started collecting again. Just got back into it.
Started doing it like an adult now, huh?
Well, I wanted to pick up the Bill Sienkiewicz run of
sounds expensive, Dave.
Yeah, well, it wasn't then. I was picking them up in Australian dollars for some guy had the entire graded. This was graded 9.8s as well.
Ooh.
And was selling them for $25 each.
Nice.
So I was able to pick them up, and that's what got me on the journey.
Fair enough. Well, now you're a jet setting to cons all over the place, including planning on hanging out with us at Heroes coming up in June. Which I guess since I said the word, I have to do the obligatory. Don't forget to join us at Heroes Con, Comics Curing Cancer, booth 1769, June 14th through the 16th. You're going to want to be there. Got some really cool announcements coming very, very soon. As soon as we have things in hand type thing, we're going to make some announcements. And oh my God, you guys won't be there. All right, Dave. Let's get into some books before everyone riots. What did you? Oh, wait. I guess right now, real quick, before you do that, we do have to say he's got to go catch the rest on the replay. Having a good one. Well, thank you for that second super chat there, sir. This one's for you.
Time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
Thanks again there, DVH. All right, Dave, let's show that first book. How are you starting us off today? What is your appetizer?
So it's interesting that you had a Mad Spidey. Mad Spidey just won that Hulk book.
Oh.
I thought I'd start off with the Tales to Astonish 90 at a 9.0.
Dave, you're coming out swinging.
Coming out swinging, and
coming out like Tyson in his 20s.
So,
I
really knockout.
I'm a massive fan of The Abomination, and yeah, I've been trying to hunt this down in high grade. The other thing you'll notice about this book is it's a UK price variant, and this is the theme for me throughout most of the books you'll see today. The reason why I want to all the books are essentially books I've bought raw and tried to find the best copy possible and graded myself. So not one of these are purchased. These are all I've found the books in the wild. And
wow.
Dave, before we move on from that one, my man, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of the blue label for that big book?
First Silver Age appearance of Byra. First appearance of the Abomination, Emil Blonsky, and a letter from Bill Mantlo.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, that for Hulk collectors, that's a big grail right there.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I'm only disappointed that it doesn't have Abomination on the cover, but 91 does. So
there you go. Yeah. Immortal Biggie Shack checking in, saying hello. All right.
So that's that one. Next up is a recent pickup, actually. This is Spectacular Spider-Man 98. First appearance of the Spot. Not a UK price variance, but was graded by me. This was a remark by Al Milgram.
Yeah. He's got. I see. He did a Spot's face in the middle.
A little spot here.
Yeah.
So, this is one of two I had done. One graded a 9.6. This one graded the 9.8. So this one stays in the PC.
Yeah, that was a really hot book for all of for a short bit there ahead of that movie.
Well, I think it's one of those that I think will heat up again when the second part comes out.
Yeah.
So, but nice to have it in the PC. And I met Al, and he's it was really good fun catching up with him. So hopefully do it again at Heroes. I think he's planned to be there. But
it seems like everybody will be there, doesn't it? I mean, they just dropped like another 185 names or something. It's like insane.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there was a new email today. That's what they said. I don't know if it meant they're up to 185 names or they added 185 names to it. I didn't go and look at the list, but I just saw the email briefly this morning. It's insane. Their fifth drop of names. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It's my favorite con for that reason because of all the people there.
It's you could spend so much time there just meeting creators. Awesome,
cool. That's that one. Do you want me to read? Oh, we already read that.
We don't do it with every single one. That's right.
No.
You're good.
Good. All right. So staying on the vein of signed books, Thor 337.
Here we go. That's a Thor book. We're obligated.
Yeah! Yeah!
Wonderful.
Classic cover.
Yeah.
Walt Simonson, just amazing.
Yeah. And a newsstand to boot.
And a newsie, yes, signed by Walt himself. So yeah, really happy with this.
Is that one of the books that he wrote and did all the interior art and did the cover?
Yeah.
Right. So you only need one signature on it.
One signature.
Yeah. Book's complete now. Yeah.
Done and dusted. So yeah, really happy with
Nice.
that. And again, was raw. I found it out in the wild and just managed to get this grade. So that was good.
I just find raw newsstands, get them signed, and get them 9.8. How about
and
them
get-
apples?
And this is the thing. It's I don't know how your grading experiences are, but it's incredibly hard. It's everyone says it's really easy and expects to get 9.8s for everything. It's impossible.
It's not easy, especially if you're looking at books that are not just recent, right off the shelf stuff. It gets harder, and you're adding the factor on top of that. You're not just shipping it, to another state. You're shipping it internationally and expecting it to somehow survive, and then trust them to get it back to you in good condition and everything else. So, I mean, that's a. Are you pressing them yourself, or are you shipping them to somebody else to press them? Or
So there is a press over there. I haven't used it yet. It's one of those where I just keep running out of time and then send it to CGC and they press it.
Okay, so you're having them do the pressing. Okay.
Yeah, I did used to have a third-party presser, but I don't think they actually do it anymore. So
yeah, well, with what you're doing and shipping in, I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of convenience. You got too much shipping charges if you're paying ship someone else, then ship them, then ship that.
And that's why I do the cons, because it's a lot easier to just take a whole bag of books or box of books, drop them off, and
Heroes, they can do them, and you can pick them up on Sunday and take them back home with you.
Oh, is it live grading?
They're doing they're doing on-site
apparently,
pressing at Heroes this year. Are not pressing, but on-site grading.
Okay, that's good to know.
So yeah, if you could potentially drop them off Friday, pick them up Sunday, you wouldn't have to pay for shipping at all.
Jeez,
that would be some money saving.
Cool. Yeah,
you just have to have room for those slabs to carry back.
Take them back.
All
right. Next one. So this one is an interesting one. So I bought this off the shelf at my local comic shop.
Buy some dollar books first to practice your pressing. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here we go. Yeah. One of Rob's favorite modern books.
Edge of Spider-Verse #2. Now, Rob, you're like this. This isn't the standard version. This is the Black Era. So I picked this up, and it wasn't until about a month or so ago I realized that this was the Era variant. So it is the full black. I don't know if you can see that here.
Yeah. Do they mark that? Notate that on the?
They didn't on this because it's and again I would have known earlier.
Yeah.
This is an old slab, right? But yeah, I didn't realize until recently. They don't notate it, is my understanding.
Okay.
But yeah, you can really tell.
It's probably one of those questions as to how is I don't know whether is it an error or is it just different color saturation? Who knows? But
well,
the community recognizes it as an error, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, I'd be interested to see because it's maybe again this is one of those the Australian ones. This obviously I bought this in Australia because it was first off the print run potentially because it's got to get shipped to Australia. Maybe it was a richer, deeper print run, or maybe to your point there was an error, but good to have it.
Yeah, no,
even out there, very good to have this book.
That's a book that one of those. It's one of the modern books. It's obviously a big key. Gwen has, interestingly, I mean, she's super popular amongst people to have, but her solo runs just don't seem to last.
Yeah.
They're short. They don't seem to go much of anywhere, which is really kind of odd. But Chris, this is one of
Mhm.
those books that, with that, Edge of Spider-Verse #2, first Gwen Stacy. We had obviously a bunch of different printings of this book. But this first printing, let's even go with I will go with interestingly enough, the let's see, we don't have an error variant, but let's just so on this book, this is
$800.
did you yeah, it's $880 was last sale on a 9.8, which is actually not bad considering. Looks like oh well, that's all. There's a lot of sales in 2024, but it is way down.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
god!
exploded during the bubble,
During
right?
the pandemic, I'm looking. I see a high, if I'm scanning this right, of $2,400 during the pandemic. That had to have been that's a unique one. But I see a lot of $1,500s to $2,000 range that was sold during that time. That's just, I mean, that was overpriced by far.
I
But this
always
at eight,
keep my eye on this book, but
yeah, but this book around at around 800. That seems more about right for the significance of this character. Yeah.
and her
Yeah.
popularity in the Spider-Verse films too, right? Let's be honest, she's one of the main features in those two animated films. So, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's
9.6
a
will
big book.
9.6 will save you half the money though.
Yeah, that's always the danger, right? With grading the moderns as well as getting that dreaded 9.6, because
Actually, even a 9.4 is only is selling for about the same price as a 9.6 right now.
9.6,
9.4s, 9.6s both run you about $450 to $470. Anyway, interesting.
Awesome.
Cracking press. All right.
Unfortunately, I don't see the error variant. That would have been.
I've seen a few lists. I think it's actually that the prices I've saw through eBay, or at least as asking price, I'm not sure about what they've realized, is sitting around about that 2.5, which sort of makes sense. But you don't know how many of them are out there. That's the problem.
Would you guys rather have a 9.8 land variant or a 9.2 ASM 31?
Well, the land variant, again, this is one of those ones where I kick myself. The land variant was on the shelf, but I hated that cover because I'm not a fan of Greg Land. And so I didn't pick that up.
That's fair.
Anyway.
All
right. Next one. So we're staying on the moderns, and another one I got off the newsstand. So Captain Marvel 17, second print, first cover of Kamala Khan. This one, I bought the book. I was very early on specking on Kamala Khan. I liked the idea of, the character, just the background. I thought, this is gonna take off, and I didn't even know that it would take off the way it has. So, from a character perspective, anyway, and I think when I read the stories as well that came out, I just really liked that it was almost like a homage to Peter Parker, the early days, right? In terms of teenage angst, and so back the character. So, and it's say what you will about the Marvels, I think she was the best part about it.
I think everyone would agree with you there. She's a fun character, and the actress is great that's portraying her. But that's a book during the pandemic that exploded as well. But that's
a lot of those. Anybody who is rumored or talked about as being in the MCU, those books really kind of blew up ridiculously. And this is a character that is, like you said, her portrayal, at least, whether or not, it's been so good and so fun that even though the show itself or whatever hasn't necessarily been for me, where I'm not the primary demographic that it's targeted, it's fine. I've still enjoyed it, watching it and stuff, and because her performance has been great. So cool.
All right, next on the list, another favourite of mine, and this is the start of a mini trend in these books.
Okay.
Oh,
Moon Knight.
yes, sir.
9.8 UK price variant.
There we go.
Now, this, and I can proudly say that I got this back, I think last week. The only one on the census, top of census for UK price. Like there's literally, there's only 198.
Well, congratulations.
Hard to get a 98 in UK price variants for sure.
That's awesome.
Bill Sienkiewicz goodness. So yeah, super happy with this one. But it is the first of a couple of Moon Knight books that you're going to see. So.
Well, there's nobody here likes Moon Knight, so it's okay.
Yeah, there you go. So that's that one. Quickly followed by another one that arrived a week ago, which is
there you go.
Marvel
Marvel Spotlight.
Nice.
UK price variant, and to get a 9.6, I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
book has been well traveled then.
Well traveled, and I think from memory, I think there was 3 others of this at 9.6. There's nothing higher than a 9.6 in terms of the UK price variant anyway, and it's fractional in terms of the numbers compared to the US copies that are on the census. So
nice.
That's that one. So if you're going to do Moon Knight books, you probably have to have this one.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
And look at that label. That
yeah.
This is one of those. Look, I have a love-hate relationship with CGC's custom labels, but every once in a while, there's one that just kind of goes really well with a book, and at least this one they've shifted the main character art over far enough towards the center that it's not obscured by their stupid hologram. They've got some of these where the characters on the art label are completely covered by the hologram, and it's like, why did I pay for
Yeah, exactly. I think the Miles Morales one is like that, isn't it?
The Gwen Stacy one is the Spider Gwen is atrocious.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and I think also the Fantastic Four you use like half the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the first FF one, and then they corrected it. But my goodness, what a big book!
Yeah, I'm super happy.
Chris, what's the significance of this book? Do you know?
Yeah, I do know, but it's not on the right side of the label.
Not on the right side of the label.
In that case, then I can say, Dave, would you want to read the back of the label?
I'll read the back of the label for you. This one, I do need glasses. No, I'm joking. Origin and first appearance of Moon Knight, Mark Spector.
There you go.
Yeah, this is the back of the label. Again, UK price variant, and this is one of 2 9.4s I own. And
wow.
So these are what I generally tend to do is I'll find them in UK auction houses. They'll be either in a mixed lot or normally people don't know what they've got. One in particular I found in a mixed lot, and I managed to get a couple that are super high grade and get them.
I feel like that's one book that never really cooled that far after his first appearance in the MCU. Like the show wasn't well received, let's be honest, but that book didn't like come crashing down the way I thought it would, the way that the first Carnage did. I get that age plays into that, but 9.4, Rob, that's still a 4-figure book, is it not?
I'm pulling it up right now. I don't think so. Well, no, yes, you're right. Holy cow!
Yep.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yep.
Yeah, a 9.4 sold last month for $4,000.
Yep.
Wow.
It didn't really cool down.
It's 4 figures all the way down to 7.5. You can't. You gotta get a 7 in order to get something 3 figures.
Yeah, Dave.
And that's not even the UK. That's not.
Yeah, this is just the US. Yeah.
Yeah. Dave, before you put that down, what's the year of release on that issue? Is that like 71?
It is 75.
75. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. September. August 75.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Chris. Oh, well, I can't actually. I can't do that. That's that price sale was from 2020. I was gonna say UK price variant. Uh, the last sale that I have listed on here is from 2020, so that's a while ago. But it was a 5-figure sale, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one because that's what made me go out and get them because it was just ridiculous. It was a ridiculous price.
Yeah, there actually hasn't been in a UK price variant. Of course, there's not. At least I'm using cover price, so I'm sorry. GPA is probably better. Stuff like 2024, the highest grade that's been sold is a 7.0, which was $900, which is about $150 more than the US price variant at a 7.0.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
it's one of those where I think in the UK it's normally UK price variants sit somewhere between 20 to 10% below US price because there's still not that recognition of the rarity in terms of the book because they're the same print run. But it's starting to come up. Like Amazing Spider-Man sale they had at through Heritage recently, so it's picking up. But these Moon Knight books in particular, they did.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I didn't know. I knew the book was big, but I didn't realize it was selling for that much.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's crazy. And there's only 196 and 196 and 994s. It's again very hard to find these UK price ranges, which is probably why it explains the price.
Yeah.
All right, more monsters for you. Legion of Monsters.
Yes.
Marvel Premier 28, 9.4. UK price variant again.
This is a fun book, and if anybody doesn't know or doesn't have one of these, I am actually giving away an 8.0 US price variant next Saturday. I'm just gonna say, so next Saturday there's no OnlySlabs. I'm flying back from my son's graduation, but at 1 p.m. we will have the Road to 2K subscriber giveaway on this channel live. Of course, that will be one of those books that we're giving away. Not as good as this one, but sorry, Dave. It was a perfect segue.
No. I think it's brilliant. I love it. It's one of those books that's got the best cover and the best idea, but the story's not that great.
It's just fun if you love monsters and any of that horror element and stuff on it. It's one of those great books to have. It's a monster team up book.
Exactly.
Come on.
And I think the first true monster team up book, right?
Right. What's not to love about that, for goodness?
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then if you're going to do monsters again, I'm going to not finish big, but
Giant Size Chillers,
Blade,
or Tomb of Dracula. Oh no, Werewolf by
Marvel
Spotlight number 2. Oh no, Werewolf. Yeah, Marvel Spotlight on. Yeah,
Marvel Spotlight number 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Again, bought raw, graded, hard book to get anywhere near a 9.8. It's virtually impossible. I don't think it's virtually impossible to find it because there's damage on this.
Yeah, it's kind of a square boundish book, and the red cracks like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just picked up a copy a couple weeks ago. Not a 9.2. It's off at grading. We'll see. My guess is like around a 7, but this is a fun book. This is a book though that has come down, and is a great actually opportunity for a lot of folks to pick back up, because I know like the 7.0 ish range book that I picked up, it's come down in about almost in half in the last 6 months. So it's been a great opportunity to pick it up.
But it's a great book. And the other thing, the reason why this book
Oh, there you go.
All right.
And then probably one more before the break, I think.
We'll do a giveaway after this one. You got it?
Yeah. Which is completely different to everything else I've just shown you. This
magazine size slab.
Magazine size slab. This is Daredevil's number 7. The Daredevil's number 7, which is a UK title that ran in 1983, featuring Alan Moore's run on Captain Britain, which again, some of you may or may not know, but Alan Moore did. He came up with the whole multiverse concept basically for Marvel. So the 616 is thanks to Alan Moore. And in this issue in particular features the death of Miracle Man. First cameo and death of Miracle Man. Before Miracle Man was called Miracle Man. So it's an alternative universe that Captain UK, who is their Captain Britain in the Miracle Man universe, comes over to that universe and sees Kid Miracle, I think, and Miracle Man killed before she travels over. So there's a link between Captain Britain and Miracle Man.
So is this looks like it's a collection of strips, the dailies?
It is. So the original strip was Captain Britain, and then it's Daredevil's in here. I can't remember what else is in here, to be honest, from memory. But yes, it's an anthology strip where you get some reprints alongside new stuff.
Yeah, I love. Look how flat the bridge of his face, his forehead, and the bridge of his nose is. That's just like that. It better be a hard helmet, not his face actually shaped that flat. Otherwise, his parents must have like laid a Bible or a unabridged dictionary on his face as a baby to flatten his face so much.
Yeah, and that's a chin you can rest a cup of coffee on too. Look at that
massive neck. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny when he takes that mask off. Yes.
That's great. Very cool. All right. Thank you for sharing that one with us here. We're going to pause. Guys, if you're new to the show, we're going to be back with more slabs in a second. We are going to do another giveaway. Hashtag OnlySlabs. Drop that in here. We'll do another bunch of pulls from our books, and we'll get back to some more slabs. I want to call out, though, first of all, look how professional Dave is with this whole thing. He's coming with his own stand and holder for the slab so that it's at the right angle. He's not getting glare off of everything. He's obviously tested it, and he's not having to wear out his arms holding the slab.
Rob, the other thing that you're gonna, I've even got a place marker to where the thing goes.
Nice. That's brilliant. Dave, as long as we're talking to you, let's have you go first. What's coming up for you over on Still Only 35 Cents?
So I've got my Monday mail calls, which are Monday here, which I think is Sunday evenings for most of you folks out there. So that happens every week. I've just done a grade reveal of a CG. I did an experiment on CGC pressing on a couple of Silver Age keys. That was the big one that I've been working on for a couple of months. I submitted at Emerald City Comic Con, and that came back. And then I've got an interview that I've done with Marvel UK's art director he was there from 1973 to 1978, which is in the can, but I'm still editing it. So look out for that one soon. That's really interesting because it does reveal a few things about how Marvel UK and Marvel US worked together, and it's quite surprising in terms of the history there. So,
yeah, make sure you guys give him a follow on Instagram and YouTube. Still Only 35 cents. Also, links are down below in the description, including the link to his link tree as well. Chris, how about yourself? What's coming up over on the Comic Vet channel?
Well, I just recently dropped a update for the top 10 books that I'm hunting for 2024. They came out this week. Also dropped a video spotlighting my new books that I picked up from New Comic Book Day. There's a lot of Jenny Frison and Something Is Killing Children books in there if you're interested in seeing what I'm reading. And I'm thinking about possibly hitting a toy show tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. And if I do, I will be spotlighting some of the comics and cool toys that I'm going to be checking out there. Rob?
Awesome. Great. Guys, we got 39 out of 60 folks entered. We do ship internationally. So if you're an international viewer watching this thinking, oh, well, I don't get to participate, you're wrong. You do. Go ahead and drop that hashtag. We'll be pulling the books here in just a second. For myself, even though I'm traveling, there are videos in the can. Tomorrow, everybody is mail comic book haul call in. That's your teaser. So we got some comic book mail haul tomorrow. We'll be dropping at the regular time, and then on Thursday, Thursday's video is what is Thursday's video? Oh, I had a submission come back from what is this? Yeah, I think it's a it was a CBCS submission. That's what it was. A CBCS art submission came back. So it was a bunch of sketch covers and autographed books that were sent in for signature authentication and given the art encapsulation treatment. So that'll be on Thursday. All right, and then like I said, next Saturday, no Only Slabs because I will be on a plane coming home for my son's graduation, but at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, West Coast, 4 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday, we will do the 2K subscriber giveaway. There's the link to video on the channel for those. You don't have to be present to win for the one book, and then the rest of the books will be given away live. And hopefully, I'll be joined by some of our Goon Squad members hanging out and just celebrate hitting 2K and all the support you guys have given us, and of course, Comics Curing Cancer. All right, here we go. Wheel of Fish.
A real YouTuber would stream from the game. Lone Eagle.
That would be something.
Yeah.
All right. Dave.
Yeah.
You're going to be pulling for Lone Eagle.
Perfect.
So 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we do some back and front and you just tell me where to stop. We're going to pull six books for you.
All right. So 6 back.
6 from the back.
Yep.
4, 5, and 6. Okay.
10 from front.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay.
All right. Do you do the finger of doom thing?
Yeah. Back to
All
front.
right.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. Front, back, or both?
Front, please.
Just the front one. Okay.
Yep.
That's 3.
Once again. Yep. Stop.
Okay.
Back and front.
Okay. One more book.
Stop. Front, please.
Okay. Chris, bonus book.
Stop towards the Great Wall.
It's too bad. The one I know what the one in front was. It was pretty nice.
Why are you putting that on me, man?
Because this one's still okay. Don't get me wrong.
Wow.
Lone Eagle. Chris pulls for you the 50th anniversary of Captain America.
Nice.
I'd be more than happy with that.
Mm.
And I'm Canadian. Like, look at that.
You know, it's
That's
a great cover.
Great cover.
Yeah. Anytime you need one of those patriotic covers for some cover battle, this is a go-to book for you. Congratulations. We get the second cameo of the Court of Owls.
Oh,
cool.
Very nice.
You get the first appearance of Hulk 2099.
2099. Yep.
Gotta trim those nails.
Woo! Hot cover alert. Michael Turner, Supergirl on Batman.
I love it. I love it. I love that you got Turner books in there now.
Put that one down because Chris will have to react. How about some DC Comics presents Superman and the Freedom Fighters taking on those Nazis down below. You got the Untold Legends of Batman.
Very nice.
Very DC flavor today.
And last, but certainly not least, you get the first published appearance of Gambit.
Nice.
Come on, man. Like, we've talked about this a few times now. Like, I get that you want to show some Arthur Adams glorious artwork, but you can't be putting the first Gambit in that box, man. Like,
best pull box on YouTube.
That looks like it's at least a 9.2. Like, and it's a square bound. Like, I'm sorry, Dave, I'm not done. Like that. Like, come on, Rob.
No, go for it.
Like, frig, man. Like, Like nothing against Lone Eagle, but like, come on, man. Like, did he even vote for us for the CBC awards? Like, come on, man. Like, you're giving away. Like, come on. Add a van for Chris Stat. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's a great book.
Like, come on, man. Like, you got Franklin Richards on the cover, Arthur Adams hitting it out of the park, and this guy's giving it away for free. Yeah.
Just
This
like
is anxiety
I
has
was about to say
yeah.
something that was not. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
You better show a book, Dave, because I was about
I'm
to
gonna
say
do it.
something that was going to get me in some real bad trouble.
All right. My Mighty World of Marvel #1. Let me just get rid of that.
Ooh.
Like Gambit just died, and we're here giving away. Like, okay.
So this is, I think this is, I think the first Marvel UK book ever. 1972. Yep, 1972. October 1972. Features reprints of Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and the Hulk issues, and you can see a bit of that on the back here. So you get color printing of Spider-Man.
I've never seen this book in person. I've heard of it, but yeah, Mad Spidey saying I still need that goddamn book.
And it also includes the free transfer, which is in this one the Incredible Hulk inside. So there's only one. I think this is the second highest on the census. Is 185, and then this one is the only other one. So there's not many graded either, which is good.
So, Dave, then if the transfer is missing, would it then qualify for a green label?
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, if you, I've toyed with getting some submitted without that. I've got one signed by Stan Lee actually, but they're never going to grade as high as this. Like they're really hard to find in high grade, unfortunately. Particularly if they've got the transfers. So
very nice.
Staying with the UK comic books, and this was in my teaser photo. Marvel UK's Captain Britain's first issue.
There you go.
Oh, and boom goes the dynamite.
In a beautiful 9/8. Look at that.
Oh.
Wherever I can, I pick these up, get them slabbed, particularly if they look high grade. I've got to. Yeah, this is not the only one 9.8 I've got, but this is the one that's in the PC. But yeah, I'm a big Captain Britain fan, and being from there, this is one of those newsagent books that were on the shelf that I was able to pick up when I was a kid. So,
Dave, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that blue label, my man?
I can. Origin and first appearance of Captain Britain includes Captain Britain mask and pin-up. So there is a free gift inside this slab too.
So you can be Captain Britain.
You can be Captain Britain with the fabulous mask that has, on the original copies, has elastic that is degrading terribly.
Well, certainly, but I mean, that's just quality of the time. Yeah, look at that. They got the picture of the mask there on the front. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oddly, though, that mask that's pictured on the front doesn't look like his mask, is it? I can't quite tell.
Well, the top of his mask is the same, so it doesn't have the bottom part. So the top is the Union Jack.
It kind of looks like a Lucha Libre mask, like on the cover there.
Yeah, he's always had that in his face in the first iteration, the second iteration. He's always had a problem with masks in my mind. Like he either has that nose issue or he has I'm covering my face, can't breathe properly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Mr. Comics 89, I think you're a little behind. Of course, you're not going to hear this until a little bit. So when you hear this, go to your speed and adjust it to fast forward or high speed to get caught up. So that way you don't miss out on the next giveaway.
There you go.
Sometimes people forget to hit pause to go do something and they come back and then they're out of sync. And
so that's Captain Britain #1.
That's when you start watching it 1.5 speed or something to get caught up.
So then it makes sense to have Captain Britain.
You know that's a UK book.
Yeah.
They're spelling color wrong.
So
are they though?
I think
it's because it's their language. Doesn't mean anything.
That's how they spell. That's how we spell it up here.
Well, you guys can be wrong too. I mean, look at you guys.
Yeah.
So this one is the first appearance of Betsy Braddock, who later becomes Psylocke.
That's right.
The most obscure looking cover, you wouldn't think it, but it's interesting. This is slightly more pricey than Captain Britain #1, which is the thing that's very bizarre because of that Psylocke.
Because the Psylocke's a bigger character,
Yeah.
I blame Jim Lee for that, but yeah.
And of course, she's Captain Britain right now, isn't she?
She is right now.
Yeah, so
because
it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
See, look at me expressing like I know something about an X character.
Well,
right.
Now, here's what I don't know: is Captain Britain a mutant?
No. Oh, it's a tenuous one. I don't think so. I think his power. I think he is one, but he started out not being one, and the powers came from
Retcon.
The magic of the amulet that he touches rather than. Yeah.
Fair enough. Got it.
All right. Signed books again. This is another favorite of mine. Marvel Fumetti book, issue 1 from the 1984. Signed by Shooter and a certain individual called Stan Lee, who's gracing this cover here.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
It's been a minute since we've had a Stan book on the show, but
yeah.
Again, signature placement, Rob.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate.
But
look at this. Could you imagine if that had been Frank Miller signing like that right there?
Oh my. Then that would be perfect signature placement for it was Frank Miller. But yeah, that's great. Dave, did you get this signed yourself or did you pick this up afterwards?
So, Shooter, yes, I did get that signed myself, but the Stan one I had to send away. Okay. And it was towards the tail end. Luckily, I got decent SIGs.
Yep.
And I was a bit conflicted about it, to be honest, because it was sort of at that point. But I thought if I didn't do it now, I sort of looked at these books. Yeah, I had to have it done, and I bought a few books to see if I could get as high grade as possible. This was the best one, but yeah, this and the next book you'll see. For me, it was like I have to do it before something happens because he's not going to be around forever.
Yeah, so that's fair.
So speaking of the next book, this was a sort of project. This was the one I really started with. This was the real project. Marvel Age 1.
Love it.
That was the one I really wanted at first, and then the Fumetti book was just the logical next step because I wanted to get other signatures on it. So I may still crack that and just get more SIGs on, but this was the one I really wanted to get done, and didn't get the 9/8, and it's also got the label as well, which is.
Dave, is this an international variant or is this an American?
It's
American pricing.
US. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was one that I wanted to get, and I think the signature from Stan was 2018, so towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, all that white, and he signs across,
his
shirt.
Hey, it's all right. Great. He's identifying himself. Self-identifies.
To his defense, I wouldn't want to cover the rest of those images. Yeah, I mean, he's facing himself rather than his creations.
Yeah, that's all good. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
maybe a different color would have been nice. But
yeah, but again,
white or silver.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he had pen choice.
I don't think I've ever seen anything other than a black Sharpie from him. Almost.
No, I don't think so.
He does. There is the odd silver. There is
silver.
But overwhelmingly, it's black Sharpie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. This one's a recent one for me as well.
Oh, bravo, sir. Bravo.
Thank you. This one I'm very happy with.
Here we go. I'm going to give you this one. Here, hold on.
Yeah! This is my best ever!
In case anyone doesn't know, This is why this book is so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we all know.
Not only is it Dave Stevens, but
Yeah, that's
first Rocketeer.
that's great.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm super
Papa.
happy with it.
Ooh,
And I
look at
got it from a comic store in LA for $20.
yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, it's a very undervalued book. I think I just picked one up recently with Slab for less than $100. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah. But right now his stuff, it may not be right now because like comic book countdown saying Dave Stevens stuff has been going up crazy lately, and of course the Rocketeer, big character there. I do have to give props to Papa Willie, popped in to drop the super chat, apologizing that he was late, but that's okay, we don't mind. This one is for you, Papa.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like.
What's it look like?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's not it. He's not serving pie.
Cream, maybe.
You don't want the cream on that pie. Oh,
yeah, Dave Stevens, super happy with that. I was like, yeah. And again,
Dale, thanks for dropping the link for Dave's channel. Appreciate that.
This one has a really interesting story for you. So,
like them apples.
This.
Oh man,
yeah. This one is second printing of Amazing Spider-Man 569. First,
that is a spicy meatball right there.
Yeah,
that is a valuable Spider-Man book. Incredible. Wow, I don't think we've had this on this show before. Wow, that's awesome.
It's a great cover too. That's the thing that I love about this one in particular. The story behind this is my wife now. She bought this for me as a Christmas gift. So she went on eBay and she was doing everything that I would normally do to try and find a really high grade book. She bought it, then she checked it out and submitted it to. She submitted it. She did all the work.
Wow.
Got it cleaned and pressed, and it came back as a 9. And I was like, "You do better than I do."
Yeah.
Like, this was amazing, and she gave it me as a gift. This was amazing in terms of her doing that effort, and it's unusual. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but it's in my mind, I find that unusual that your partner would go out and do that hard work to get this.
Yeah, usually mine just says, "Why don't you go pick up something and wrap it?" So I know it is wrap it up from me, which is fine. I love it. That's how I get some great books that way. But Chris, this book is nowhere near what if you're probably remembering pandemic numbers. Some pandemic numbers were insane for certain. It's still a good book.
Yeah.
But this book was a book that in the pandemic was hitting over $1,300.
Mm-hmm.
Today, earlier this month, 9/8 sold for $475. Which is actually, it's trending back up because the previous two sales this year were 400 and 370 before that. So it's actually trending back up again somewhat, but
I mean, I love this side, the idea of this character.
Anti-Venom is an interesting concept.
Yeah. And the grabbing of the trade dress there too, like it's like he's about to shoplift the trade dress. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good to see a sort of. I mean, the nice thing is it's a sort of another take on that anti-hero, but it looks so menacing. It actually made Venom look scary again.
Right, and I like the concept that the healing aspect of it is kind of an interesting thing. Yeah.
That's that one. And then we touched on my origin story. Had to have one of these in there.
Oh, of course.
Here we go.
I mean, if you didn't, I think we would have to think less of you.
Yeah. So this is, and again, this is the irony of this is a UK price variant, which is likely what my original copy would have been. So this is my homage to my original copy. It's not the original copy.
Very nice.
That's fair. I live the same way with my first book as an homage, not the original. Yeah.
I think I cut up the original because I was Anyway,
I sold mine because of Clone Wars, or not Clone Wars. Maximum Clonage had me sell off my entire collection, so which included my first book.
But this started as a 9.0. When I first graded, it was one of the first books I ever sent into grading back in 2013. It came back as a 9.0, and I'd never heard of this UK edition before, so I was like disappointed because it wasn't on the census. It didn't work out, and so I, for some reason, decided to crack it and resubmit it and have it clean and pressed, and it came back a 9.6. And again, this is one of, I think there's only a handful, like literally a handful of these. I don't think there's a 9.8 from memory, but it's pretty sparse in UK price variant format.
Right. So. For those people looking for those particular.
Yeah. I mean, UK price are like 5% of the total print run. So that gives you a sense of how obscure they are to find. That's that one. And if we're going to do X-Men, continue the X-Men theme. Another one that I bought from UK, in a UK price variant, an X-Men 101.
Oh, I love this cover. I love it.
So,
as we can see, the X-Men are in a whole lot of trouble, and Cyclops is just going to drink his way out of this problem. That's what a leader does, everyone. If you're a leader at your work, are you willing to go as far as what Cyclops is there? He's just going to drink all that water so that they're okay.
I don't know about water, but I'll drink something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
for some reason you show 30 UK price variants. They don't seem all that tough.
Well, that's a good point, but it's only because I'm trying to corner the market.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right in the middle of some of the best storytelling that ever showed up for X-Men, right there.
Exactly.
Gurgle. He's drinking bath water.
The beginning, I read a review. The beginning of it, where you get to see her pop out of the ocean, and then the rest of the story is just X-Men doing their X-Men things in the mansion and just hanging out.
Yeah, yeah,
always good
drama.
All right. Here's an interesting one for you. So, first symbiote suit Secret Wars number 8.
Jazz hands.
Weird jazz hands, yeah. Signed by Beatty, John Beatty, Jim Shooter, Mike Zeck. But what's different about this as well is it's a double cover.
Oh. That's how you separate yourself with this book.
Yeah. So
smoke if you got them.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was an interesting, as I say, signed, high grade, and double cover. So that I think I've nailed it with this one.
Yeah, I almost would have wanted him to sign the interior cover. Leave it.
Yeah, maybe.
But
you know what? That's the one you want to keep nice.
Sure, you can always peel off the outer one.
Because it's still a 9.6.
One's gonna pull it off. Come on,
it's still a 9.6.
Right.
You take that out of the cover off, right? So, although I don't know if anyone's ever done. Has anyone ever pulled a double cover off just to get...
Oh, I'm sure somebody has. Just what is this?
It's crazy. Anyway, that's that one. It's going to get a little bit big now, unfortunately. I've got my last 5. So it'll be a bit extreme, unfortunately.
Well, we like big books and we cannot lie.
All right. Well, let's go. Big UK.
Yes.
With the Bionic Man or Bionotronic stickers inside. Classic UK free gift nonsense. For those of you that don't know, first appearance of a gentleman called Judge Joseph Dredd.
Oh, wow. All hail Judge Dredd. That's awesome.
So I'm not sure. You probably haven't had this one on the show before, I wouldn't imagine.
I
don't think so. I think I've seen it on other shows, but not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets confusing.
We've had some Judge Dredd, but I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was 2080.
I think when I've seen this book before, it might have been Dave showing it off on somebody else's show, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. We
But,
definitely have had
but-
some Dredd.
Hmm?
I said we definitely have had some Dredd on here
We've had
before,
some Dredd.
but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that one. And because of that, Dave, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of the blue label, please?
Absolutely. First appearance of Judge Dredd, distributed with the Biotronic Man stickers.
Electronic Man, nice.
Yeah.
Biotronic Man.
Yeah.
So there you go. Nice bit of Judge Dredd for you. Now, into my... This one. I don't know if I should take it out of the sleeve, but I will leave it in for now.
Oh, nice,
Okay.
nice. 9.6.
9.6. And the story behind this one is I bought it off eBay for $100. And when it arrived, I was like, this looks good. Like I actually thought it was a reprint or something. It was that nice.
Nice.
And
You
set
weren't
it up,
wrong.
yeah, it is. I mean, I actually think it could have been a 9.8, but when CGC pressed it, they just did a tiny little bit of damage to the staple. So
Wow, 350 old issues of 2008. That's crazy. Lone Eagle, by the way, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram with your ship to address so I can get your books out. Because if I don't get them out this afternoon before I drive away, you're not getting them until next week.
Sounds fair.
Just on this one, the reason why I like this book is Warlock, and I've got a load of Warlock books, but I didn't choose them to show this time around. But yeah,
No, that's all right. Yeah, you're welcome to back another time. You're feeling frisky to wake up at 4:30 in the morning again.
That's what we like to hear. You're already planning your second appearance.
Well, not necessarily planning my second appearance, but just more,
All right, call your shot. It's okay.
It's all good.
My Warlock run is not well represented, and that's another reason why I got back into things. So this is my token Warlock book, but it's a good token Warlock book. And then some of you will have seen this, Rob. I know you've definitely seen this one before. This is my ASM #1 UK price variant.
It's a little bit better condition than my UK price variant ASM one, but just a little bit better condition.
Yeah, this is one I picked up
for starts. Yours has back cover, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I don't need to ask Dave what's on the right side of the blue label here because I can quote it.
Yeah,
first appearance of J. Jonah Jameson, first appearance of the Chameleon. What's not noted there is that most importantly, this is the second appearance of the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's correct. Not Peter Parker. Well, Peter Parker. Does it say Peter Parker? No.
Yeah. That is
it's a great book. I'm super happy to have that.
So. Anybody's happy to have an ASM one.
Yes.
The UK price variant is just an added, just another little thing on there, right? Makes it a smaller subdivision. I was pumped to get mine. I was lucky because I actually paid less for because it was a UK price variant.
UK price variant, exactly.
Because there just weren't enough recent sales that the person didn't know what to do, and so had it tagged for $1,000 less than the US.
Yeah, I mean the recent heritage sale for this one was they got a good result, so it was up there again. So I think you're right. If you got a cheaper for UK price variant, then good on you, because it's again, it's one of those, are people recognizing whether they are rare? There's still a perception issue, I think.
Well, there's definitely a smaller run, but it's a question of, it comes down to like the whole, almost the same thing as like the newsstand, right? The people started talking about, oh, this is the newsstand versus that, because they were taking these massive print runs and trying to subdivide them to say, well, this, because it has this barcode or doesn't have this barcode or whatever, that this is that much more, smaller. There's less, it's a subset, and therefore these are going to be more valuable. It's like collectors trying to come up with a reason why it's worth more. Oh, because this has got this Mark Jewelers ad in it, therefore somehow this book is worth more. Well, it is to people if that's what they're into, but for the bulk of the other people, like when I go around to a comic vendor and he says, "Oh, this is a newsstand," I said, "It doesn't matter to me."
Yeah.
So unless I'm selling to you, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a buyer, right? So it's the same thing with the Pence variant. I think with certain books, like when I got my first appearance of Union Jack, I was super happy to find it in a Pence variant, just because of that, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
When you go to like an ASM, technically you could argue that they were printed first. They're first off the print press probably, because they print that in the small batch, get them shipped out over to the UK. Now start up the main production run on the rest of them. But is it?
Yeah.
Again, it's like if you're a person who's into that, great. If you're not, then it's just an ASM one. It's an ASM one, and
I mean, you can't lose. To your point, right? It's an ASM one regardless. So that's
exactly it. It's like I didn't care. It was like I thought I wouldn't have one for a long time. When I found one and it was missing the back cover, but I could get it for, $3,500. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, I mean, yeah, agree. Thank you, Eddie. Awesome. That is a book. Oh, you know what? We didn't give that any love. We got to give that book some love. Here we go.
Oh my God! What the? No freaking way!
AS1 deserves love. That's fine, but ASM1 just deserves ASM1. We are Spider-Man fans to not properly acknowledge ASM1. It's foreboding.
I don't think I've shown the next one.
Oh.
No, this is. I don't think I've ever shown this.
I don't know how you follow up that book, but okay.
Oh no,
we're gonna try.
Well, we know exactly how you follow it up.
There's really only one.
So this one I managed to find, and again a UK price variant.
Spidey asks if that otherwise is A-okay.
That one makes A-okay. Maybe not this time. If I find...
well, that might be the nicest copy we've had on this show. A 6.5. Look how green and the yellows are there. That's a beautiful copy.
The other thing I love about it is the way that the custom label matches the column.
It is lined up beautifully. Yeah.
So I think that adds to its presentation, which is good. But yeah, another great. I'm so happy to have got this. I found it raw again at UK auction house. Sent it off. Came back and I was like, wow, I can't believe. Yeah, and I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't, graded price.
No, and it's a book that for the longest time was just really undervalued. Still is, but not to the degree, not to the extreme as it was, 5 years ago. That book was criminally undervalued.
Yeah, it's gone up a bit recently, but it's I completely agree with you. It is completely undervalued, and I bought it around about that time when it was still, on that cusp of being. It hadn't necessarily.
Good for you.
It was still undervalued.
Awesome.
So that's that one. And then to finish us off, there's only one. My favorite book in the collection. Rob, you probably know which one this is.
Yeah! Yeah!
This is my favorite of all books in the collection is, again, bought raw, graded it, got it pressed and clean, graded it. Super, really happy. UK price variant as well. Again, even rarer than.
I didn't know there was a UK price variant for this book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it's hard enough in, normal regular copy.
I mean, mid grade is a phenomenal. I mean, we just don't
5.5. That's a 5.
I mean, the book
Like,
has gotten so pricey that it's like when you see people get them, they're picking up the really low grades because unless you are just in a different income bracket, off the, low grade is what is possible. Man, you're seeing, I keep seeing like 1, 2.0 to 1.0 to 2.0s for 6 to 8K. So it's those are spicy meatball, Dave. Spicy meatball.
Yeah, I was happy with it. It's just But that's I think that was, and it sort of comes full circle because you have the abomination at the beginning, and then obviously the reason why he exists.
Well done, sir. Well done.
There you go. Thank you both.
Yeah, guys. There's people throwing up what guesses are. I'm actually not going to even look this one up because certain books, we don't. We can just go. It's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, we all know. We all know.
Optional. Yeah. Oh yeah. Immortal Big Shakes at 8K for like a 0.5. Yeah. Yeah. So that's crazy. So, and 0.5s are a really weird one when you're looking at 0.5 grades because 0.5s can be all over the place depending upon the reason it's a 0.5. Because 0.5 is oftentimes part of it's incomplete. It could be missing an interior ad page, and the rest of it could be almost flawless. And it's going to get a 0.5 versus one that's like beat to hell, missing a back cover or something that also gets a 0.5. So, but still, the fact that they can sell for that much is just crazy. That's awesome, Dave. Thank you so much, sir. That was a phenomenal batch of books here to bring on with you. A proper job, as they say. Guys, hashtag comics curing cancer. We're going to give away another batch of books here. As we get ready to do that, want to also, of course, let everybody know that you can, if you're looking for a comic book presser, you can always check out the roguetrader.com. He's back up and running and doing pressing again, guys. He was down for a little bit due to some family issues, but he's back up and running. You can use the code FATSTACKS to get 20% off your pressing. And when you do so, he'll also donate $10 to Comics Curing Cancer. There are still 4, I think last I checked, were 4 Austin LeMay 11x17 art prints for Comics Curing Cancer still available at djlinksbigcartel.com. Those are, of course, all the proceeds going to Comics Curing Cancer on that. Once they're gone, they are gone. So if you haven't picked yours up, go ahead and check that out. What else we got? Oh, yeah. So again, no show next week. Chris gets a week off. We will at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, have the Road to 2K subscriber giveaway on this channel. So that live will be there. All the Goon Squad members are welcome to join and hang out with us. Of course, those Goon Squad members who help make this all possible. We want a special thanks out to them: Stephen C., Legion of Comics, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension, Dale of Suspense, Justin Birch Letters, Son of a Bruce, The Comic Viking, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Collecting with Durs, Mad Spidey, Brian LCS, Izzyverse NYC, Chuck Hensey, Comiverse, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collectors, JG, Team Mohana, Daymares, still only 35 cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, and Never Could Figure It Out. Our henchmen who also support the channel every month as a channel member. We really appreciate you guys as well too. Shout out to you guys: Travis Vick, Actual Dracula, Jack B Comics, PSN Green Hulkster, Digger Jim 720, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Beckerman, Gary B the Casual Comic Guy, Sector 2815, The Real James Willie, Marty Alechko, Trev the Shipping Guru, Remy Q Studio Circumstances, Comics by the Bay, Comic Journey, Matt 268, Comics with Murdoch, Cup of Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, a comic book Bookworm, El Green Machine, Lone Eagle, Jing Below, Triple G Comics, Aggressively Relaxing Cat Fan, Comics Man, Collectible Inc., KBDM, Fantastic Comics and Art, Taylor Winder, Milton Miller, Wellbore, Papa Wheelie, Digital Punk, Mr. Comics 89, Ryan Riley, Lascrucius 1971, Yeah Man 156, Brian Wells, House of L Comics, The Adventurous Joe, Chris Bell, and Johnny 5 Alive. Thank you guys all so much for your contributions. Again, everything that this channel raises, from those channel memberships, those super chats that you guys were putting out, the ad revenue that we get, the merchandise sales down below, it all goes to support the Comics Curing Cancer event. Last year, we raised over $52,000, or I'm sorry, just under $52,000. I'm going to shoot for that again this year. Big things in store. Make sure you guys are giving us a follow there. All right. I see 43 out of 63. So you got a few more moments. I'm about to hit that win because we got to get this show on the road to get that Comics Curing Cancer hashtag in there. We're going to pull the winners 7 books from the giveaway bin, and we're going to see if it drives, if we get another key that makes Chris go bonkers. It's our new game, I think, on this channel is how much angst can I give Chris?
It's not a good
yeah. Well, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and spin it. Sorry to the 20 people who haven't gotten their Comics Curing Cancer hashtag in yet. We have to get going. So
we love fish.
Round and round, and where she goes, where she stops, only the internet knows. And our winner of this round is, bam, Phil Aileen. Congratulations, Phil. Make sure you send me your information right now on Instagram at robs.fatsacks or via email, robs.fatsacks@gmail, so I can get these shipped out to you before I get in my car and drive.
Watch your back.
Off. Otherwise, they're going to sit around a while. All right, Dave. So you did the last batch. It's Chris's time. That's right. Chris, let's do it, baby. What are we pulling?
All right, let's count 7 from the front and take 3 books afterwards.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're grabbing 8, 9, and 10.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, and let's
we got a bonus pull.
Okay. The bonus pull, let's let it ride for the bonus. Stop. The one closest to the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Let's count 7 from the back and take 8, 9, 10 at that point.
Okay. So that's 6 books that you've pulled. So Dave, bonus book time.
Okay, let it stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, one.
In front or behind?
Behind, please. Did I mess up?
I don't know. I don't know what Phil likes. They're both good.
He's not afraid to call me out. I'll put it to you that way.
I think that the other one was a better book for me, but it's not me. I'm not the collector. All right. So what was this bonus book that we're questioning? This is a 20-cent Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Superman, help me, please. No, stay away. You've become a human atom bomb.
Nice flares there too.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Some Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Oh, we got to put that one to. This is. Let's save that one. All right. Then we got ourselves. Some Brave and the Bold, Batman and Adam Strange.
Very nice.
First Battlestar.
Look at the size of those hands. You know?
Virgin variant, Spider-Woman, number 5.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That almost kind of looks like Noto, even though I can see it's not a Noto.
For your giveaway book, we had a one-off special Supergirl.
Very nice.
We have Fantastic Four, 198, and it's 35 cents. So there you go.
Yeah.
Get Dr. Doom on the cover.
Yeah. He's doing his best Cyclops. impersonation there, drinking the water with no water.
All right. Here we go. This is a nice one here. We got the first appearance in story of Gwenpool.
Gwenpool.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, apparently, so first Wolvertini and Shocket Raccoon.
Yeah, some nice spec right there.
Yeah. Howard the Duck number 1. All right, and we have a beautiful, iconic Kirby cover with Journey into Mystery, number 124, the second appearance of Hercules, first Queen Ula, and Thor reveals his identity to Jane Foster.
Yeah, I think that's it for me today. Like,
It.
I don't know why he's putting this stuff in here. Yeah, but
I was looking and going, have you actually just put that to one side? It's not in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a special shout out, by the way. Mad Spidey.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch his show, Mad Spidey's Outback. Mad Spidey had acquired a bunch of old books, and they'd been sitting here in America for a while. They got shipped over to me. We went through them. He already had some books. We pulled some of those old books got pulled out and got put into the giveaway bin. So shout out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a sexy book. Guys, congratulations to all our winners. Although we won't have an OnlySlabs next week, we will be back the following week when we're joined with Entropy in Comics joining us on Saturday, May 11th. And of course, next week, like I said, we have that Road to 2K giveaway as we can finally put that to rest. And hopefully very soon we'll be putting to rest our dancing, twerking Tyler. Guys, thank you all so much for coming on out and joining us. I really appreciate you all. Thank you to Dave getting up super early in the morning. Hopefully, now the question is, are you going to go back to bed or are you going to power? Are you going to at least take a nap in the afternoon?
No, I'll just go. I'll just go
power
through.
Go
How
to
do
bed
you do
early.
it? You power through, right?
No, well, usually what happens is Fridays, sometimes I take a nap after I'm done with work.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Or sometimes at lunch, I'm really run down and I take my lunch is a nap in the recliner.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll just go through.
I'm old, whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks all for coming out. Appreciate you all. And until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to any of us, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.